Hi, I'm Angie from Crafts at Home. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to use your crimp beads and your crimp covers. Here's what you'll need. You'll need bent nose pliers or your chain nose pliers, your side cutters, your crimping pliers, some wire, here I'm using 0.38mm tiger tail, your crimp beads, your crimp cover, and I'm also going to show you how to use it with a calotte and 2 lobster clasps. If you need to know more about the pliers, you can always go to the pliers video, and this will be linked up here. First of all, I'm going to cut my tiger tail wire. The length that you cut it is all depending on what you're going to be making. I'm just doing this as an example, so it's just going to be short lengths. Now, there's a few different ways I want to show you here. First of all, I'm just going to do a flat crimp with the pliers, and you just put your crimp onto the wire, put your lobster clasp on, and then you turn it back through your wire to create the loop. You get your crimp bead not too far up, just so you can give yourself a bit of wiggle room on your wrist or your necklace. It's going to be nice and comfy. And then just literally crimp flat with your pliers, and as you can see there, it is just a very flat, simple way of clasping, and it's ideal if you don't have your crimp pliers. Next, I'm going to be showing you how to do a crimp with a calotte. So, as you can see, with your calottes, this piece closes too, and you've got a little hole in the bottom there. You put your wire up through the hole, you get your little crimp. Now I like to get it into the ends of my pliers, and then you can take it back up quite close to the end, and then just as I did before, you crimp down quite tightly. It's worth giving it a bit of a pull just to make sure that it's nice and tight, and then you literally pull that up, and then you use your pliers just to close your calotte nice and flat. And as you can see, that could be put onto the end of a lobster clasp. You just put that through the hole there, and then you close that off with your round nose pliers just to give it a tight, nice, secure finish. And it just looks rather tidy on the end. So that's number 2. Now, the neatest way, and the way that I do prefer, is with using your crimp bead covers. And for this, you will need your crimping pliers, and you start the same way as you did with the first one. So you put it onto there, you take it through your clasp and back through your bead, so give it a bit of a wiggle to get it into the right position. Now with these, as I mentioned before in the pliers video, you've got 2 holes. The one that's closest to the handles is the half moon, and that's what you need first of all to shape the bead. And the one closest to the tip is the oval. Now once you've done the half moon, that will then crimp the bead into a smaller shape. So first of all, you place it into your half moon, and you give it a nice tight curl, and then you turn it so you go straight flat into your oval, and when you push that together it turns that half oval over to make it a nice small opening. So you can then pop your crimp bead cover, you can get quite fiddly, over the top. And I tend to use my bent nose pliers on these as it's just a nicer grip. And you just close it too. Sometimes they close first time, sometimes you need to give it a bit of a wiggle, turn the bead around 90 degrees and go at it from the edge, just to make it into a nice circle. And there we go, that's your 3 types. The reasons that you put a little end on there is when you've threaded your beads on, that it covers the end completely and it just gives it a bit of a neater finish, and there's no issues then with it coming off and loosening. Personally, my favourites are the one with the crimp bead cover and with the calotte, because it does give a nice end finish, and with this one you don't have to do a back threading. If on the other side you've already threaded your beads on, with this one you have to put the crimp bead and the calotte on the end. With this one here with the crimp bead and the crimp cover, you'd have to do the fold over, and then to make it look neat and tidy you'd have to back thread the end through some beads just so it's secure. There we go. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial and found it useful, then please click like. Check out the related videos on screen, or to see my others or be notified of the latest uploads, please subscribe to the channel by clicking on the link. Any questions or suggestions for further videos, then please use the comment section. Bye for now.